Hi, I'm Cara Graver at the Cob Studio, and I'm here to show you knitting with nylon. So here's a little swatch that I made using fishing line. And you know, fishing line can be pretty tiny. So I put 3 different kinds together, well, 3 different strands. And it turns out that these are different weights. This is a 4-pound test, which means if you put 4 pounds of pressure on it, it will hold if you're getting a 4-pound fish. Or you might go for the larger 8-pound fish. And I have no idea what you can catch with this because that's over. So I put them together. I tied the end together because this stuff is really hard to keep track of. So I'm just casting on a few stitches. I'm not casting it on in the way I usually cast on. This way is just going to be able to keep control of the string, the line, more easily. So I thought, what on earth would you do with something that you knit out of nylon like this? And I came up with, as I was knitting this little swatch, what if you knit a rectangle and you folded it in half, sewed up one side, sewed up the other, and then put old leftover pieces of soap from your shower. You know, you've always got this little tiny bar of soap that takes you too long to get a lather on your washcloth with. So what do you do with it? So I would put those in there, sew it up, and use it as a scrubby. So that's one use I thought of, and you will probably think of others. So now I'm going to actually knit, not just cast on. And I'm holding tight to the strands so that they stay together. And it's not hard to get your needle in there, because they do seem to stay together as one. Even though really I can't tell that they're separate strings. I wouldn't recommend the European method of knitting for this because you really have to hold them down. So the American method would go best. So there you have it. It's a little bit, it's just a bunch of loops, and you can sort of stretch it in all kinds of different directions and make it have any sort of shape. So you could probably make a little pouch and fill it with anything you wanted. I'm Cara Graver at the Cob Studio, and that was Knitting with Nylon.